So, probably one of the most frequently asked questions that I get is, Rexy, can you please show us how you do the Dagannoth Kings? So today I am bringing you guys my version of the Dagannoth Kings. This is going to be a DK guide for higher levels, and just a quick disclaimer, if you guys do not have a base combat stat of 85 plus with a minimum of 80 magic, then this video may be no use to you. Just thought I'd throw that out there because I don't want to waste any of you guys' time. This gear doesn't have to be matched identically. There's just a few things which I would like to say that you would like to get close. Those two things being the prayer bonus. You really do want to make sure your prayer bonus is as high as it can possibly be. And you also want your magic damage to be as big as it possibly can be. Now there's two reasons for this. One being that DKs is very packed and you will tend to get crashed a lot if you do not have the best gear. And two being the Berserker ring is always at this point the most expensive ring. It's currently sat at 4.4 mil out of the making of this video. So Rex is by far the most popular DK in the lair. Now there are a few items on my setup that you could happily change out. For example, the Dragon Fire Shield. You could always take yourself a Blessed Spirit Shield, or you could always take something more expensive such as the Elysian Spirit Shield. Every piece of armor that I have can be changed to fit whatever you guys want to, but I will just tell you this setup that I have right here is 100% good enough to last at the Dagannoth Kings for a very long time. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about my setup in my inventory now and why it's important to take the setup that I have. Now firstly, you might be looking at the setup and thinking, why on earth have you only got one Saradomin brew? And it's quite simple. That brew is for emergencies. To be honest with you, once you get the hang of this guide, you won't actually need to take any food whatsoever, and in most cases you won't even touch that brew. It's more or less there just for emergencies. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to get yourself up to Relica, and this guide will pretty much explain to you how to get to the Dagannoth Kings. I'm going to show you guys a route real quick, the exact way to get to the DKs and how you can get through the door on your own. Now this is something that some people I don't think believe know now. If you actually talk to this little guy here in the Fremenic region, you can get yourself a pet rock, which actually works as a door partner when it comes to the DK doors. So you can go to the DKs on your own. You no longer need to rely on anybody to get there, which is a very nice little update that Jagex did. Okay then guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you the route in order to get to the Dagannoth Kings. I am going to speed this up because I feel like many of you will already know how to get there, seeing as you're looking at an advanced DK's guide. And if you guys don't know how to get to the Dagannoth Kings, just pay attention to what is happening on screen. Okay, so once you guys have gone ahead and actually found yourself a Dagannoth Kings world, which by the way is probably the most challenging thing about the DKs, what you want to do is you want to pray mage, go ahead and climb down the ladder, and you want to run to the southwest. Now as you guys can see, when I went down right now, I didn't get spotted by any of the Dagannoth Kings, and just a heads up, that is kind of rare. That doesn't tend to happen very often. What will usually happen is you will come down to the Dagannoth Kings and something like this will occur. So this is the point when most people would actually panic and probably die. Now it's pretty simple, just stay calm, it's pretty easy. All you've got to do is try and get the Dagannoths on different ticks so they're attacking at different times, and it's very simple to do that. You just simply stand underneath one of them and then attack it when the other one attacks. That will put it just a tick behind and you can quite easily prey flick. Now as you can see in this clip, I am actually prey flicking all three of them. But if you don't feel confident enough to do that, it's pretty simple. Just go up the ladder and then come back down, and hopefully not all three of them will be attacking you at once. Okay, so this is one of the most important parts of the video. As you can see, I am currently on around about 50 health, and by blood barraging the Rex, I can quite easily get my health back up to full. And take note of where I'm currently stood, because if you can actually kill all three Dagannoths fast enough, you can stand here and you can actually attack Rex while getting one of the creatures on the side if they're stood just a square away. It is also advisable to blood barrage the little minions on the side if you need some HP, if they're gathered together of course, because at times you can get up to 3 of them and that is some fast HP back. The order that I actually kill all the Dagannoths in is Prime, Supreme, and then finishing off by killing Rex. Now there is a reason for doing that. It's pretty simple. Basically, Prime can hit up to 60, so you don't want Prime to be spawning when you're attacking Supreme, just in case you're not paying very much attention. This method of killing it in that order allows you to be a little bit more relaxed, so you don't have to worry about being hit at 60, and it's a lot easier and you can go slightly AFK. So as you can see, I actually lasted 150 kills. I could have stayed for a little bit longer if I chose to, but it was around about 5 o'clock in the morning and I pretty much had enough of the DKs. Plus, I did manage to get some pretty decent loot, as you can see on screen. Now guys, just a little bit of advice. If you plan on doing the Dagannoth Kings, I highly recommend that you get the Fremennik Elite Diary done, just because Dagannoth bones are pretty much always above 10k a pop. So if you're staying there for close to 200 kills, that's 2 mil in bones alone. And obviously, we all know what RNGesus is like at times. Sometimes you get very lucky, and other times very unlucky. So it's definitely worth having that done as a source of income, because you will definitely make your money back at the very least of every trip. Thank you very much for tuning into the video today, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you very soon.